I'm not sure who the international community thinks they're actually going to be working with in Vietnam on the JETP when so many of these civil society experts are sitting in prison.
That's Phil Robertson of Human Rights Watch. He's talking about Vietnam's Just Energy Transition Partnership, or JETP, a climate deal where developed nations would help fund Vietnam's transition away from coal. But in the year since announcing their $15.5 billion deal, Vietnam has arrested 2 environmental defenders. Including the latest arrest, Vietnam has jailed 6 environmental defenders over the past 2 years. Vietnam targeted these civil society leaders because they advocate for a shift away from coal in Vietnam, calling for greater accountability in the country's energy investments. In a webinar on Vietnam's climate prisoners, 350.org spoke with people that knew 2 of the 6 arrested climate defenders, Hong Thi Minh and Dang Dinh Bac.
We are concerned for Bach's well-being and physical safety. The members of our coalition will be submitting a complaint to the UN Special Rapporteur on torture, documenting the numerous violations against Bach. And finally, of course, in light of the recent visit by Biden to upgrade the U.S.'s diplomatic relationship with Vietnam, we must reiterate that strengthening diplomatic ties with Vietnam without raising these concerns enables Vietnam to continue its pattern of persecution and violence against environmental defenders.
Hong is a former colleague who started an NGO named Change Vietnam, which focused on tackling environmental issues ranging from pollution to illegal wildlife trade.
My name is Hong. I'm from Vietnam.
But because of Vietnam's shrinking civil liberties, Hong was forced to shut down her organization in 2022. As it turns out, that wasn't enough.
I always wondered why she didn't flee. I've rethought about that so many times. Why she didn't leave Vietnam, but because of her principles, because of her family, because of her kids, she decided to stay.
I want to encourage you to check out the webinar and listen to the stories shared by the panelists that knew both Hong and Bac personally. And if their stories move you, I want to invite you to join our call for their freedom.
These JETPs actually allow an opportunity for us to invite in greater participation and for governments to turn to civil society with this genuine invitation to do, as we were saying, use the expertise of people like Hong, of Bac, to shape what their country's energy future is going to look like.
Tap the link to watch the full webinar. It is a beautiful conversation about the way forward. Remember, there cannot be a just transition without the participation of civil society.